Are you choosing prefabricated wire mesh for your next fencing project, but you're confused by the different wire diameters, spacings, and even knots? Well, this video is going to help you out. Prefabricated mesh has two types of wires: line wires, like you see on a normal fence, and picket wires that keep the line wires spaced apart like pickets on an old-fashioned plain wire fence. The line wires are strained to the two ends of the fence and tied off with a termination knot. These do the majority of work of keeping animals in or out. Prefabricated mesh can come with as little as 6 or as many as 19 line wires, depending on the purpose and the size of the fence. For standard fences, the most common choices are 7, 8 or 13. The more line wires, the heavier the roll, but it means that smaller and more persistent animals can be more easily retained. The number of line wires in your fence is the first number on the label. Height of prefabricated mesh is measured in centimetres in Australia, and the most common one is 90 or 3 feet in the old money. This is commonly topped by 2 plain or barbed wires to bring the fence up to a total height of 4 feet. However, there are a range of sizes of mesh from 70 centimetres right up to 183 centimetres for exclusion fences. The height of the mesh in centimetres is the second number on the label. There's a range of widths between picket wires. The closer the spacing, obviously the more steel is used in the fence and the stronger the fence. Picket wires typically come in a range of 30, 15 and 5 centimetre spacings. Tight 5 centimetre picket spacing is typically used when the risk of injury to an animal from lashing out is high or high strength is required. The distance between your picket wires in centimetres is the third number on your label. Knots are used in prefabricated mesh to attach the picket wires to the line wires. The two most common types of knot in Australia are hinge joint or stiff stay. Avoid knots that are more open. These are older technology and not as reliable. Hinge joint, made on older mechanical machinery, utilises a picket wire between each line wire that's wrapped individually. This means that hinge joint wire has quite a bit of flex up and down. Hinge joint is perfect for areas like this, where lots of impacts from trees or even livestock could mean that the fence needs to be repaired readily and pulled back up after an impact. Stiff stay, on the other hand, has one long continuous picket wire throughout the height of the fence, secured with very tight knots that don't allow it to move. This makes stiff stay fencing ideal for high security type situations or where rubbing livestock are likely to deform the fence. When you're securing the mesh to your fence, make sure you only secure the line wires. Never tie off picket wires. They need to be free to move with the shock load. So choose good quality fence wire, choose the right knot for your application, tie it off securely to a good quality steel end post, and you should have years of trouble-free fence. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button for plenty more tips like this.